you can get a free kick, you can get a corner kick, and everything changes very, very quickly. You can get something out of a game. We never give ourselves a chance. The first goal's horrendous, should be cleared, and then the second goal from the corner flag, going along our byline without a challenge, is totally unacceptable. I'm not saying that put the nail in the coffin, but ultimately, we weren't good enough in the ball. We looked tired. Middle of the park looked tired in the second half as well. So and we had no changes to make really. That's the problem we have at the minute. Obviously with Shane Robbie being out, Gary doing it again and Benji doing it, and again they'll have to do it on Friday night. But it's tough. But that's what's hurting us. Man, we couldn't make any 6 and 8 changes tonight, which is frustrating. But this is football. Robbie and Shea hopefully will be back soon.
2 talking points in the first half. You possibly haven't had a chance to look at them back now, but on first glance, what are your opinions? First of all, of Josh's disallowed goal, and then the penalty appeal.
Well, I've seen it initially at the time, and listen, I think he scuffs it and it comes off his hand, and then he finishes it. But ultimately, I think that Jamie's gave the goal, and then he's went with a gut reaction. So he probably, if I'm being honest, maybe got it right in the end. I haven't seen it again, but that's the initial thing I thought. Certainly, from what I can gather, it wasn't the right linesman to give it. So I think Jamie's. Yeah, I think he was ready to give it, and then I think he seen maybe a reaction of a lot of Ballymena's players, and but ultimately I'll let him know if he's got it right or wrong. But I think I did see it scooping off Josh's foot. He should have finished it initially and hitting his hand. But penalty kick, I think, is on the white line. I've just been shown it. So, but again, that is what it is, Johnny. We're not here to. I'm not going to complain. It certainly wasn't Jamie Robinson's fault the night we got beat. That's for sure. I'm frustrated. We should have been coming in 1 or 2 up at half time, but certainly the second half performance, we didn't deserve nothing.
Quick turnaround away to Larne then on Friday night now. I know we're just minutes after the game here, but what are your immediate thoughts then heading into that one?
Rehabbing all the players. How you play 3 games in 6 days at any level, to me is just madness. But I think that it is what it is. I'm all for Friday night games, Johnny, as you well know. But to play 3 games in 6 days, go down to Larne on Friday night after 2 games in 4 days, I don't think it's what can you do? But I don't think it's. I think it needs to be looked at in certain cases. I understand people put their requests in early, and that happens anyway. Very clever, Larne, to do what they've done. But ultimately, it's a big ask for to go down there on Friday night. But listen, we'll rally the troops. We'll try and rehab everybody, get them rested up. But yeah, I think even in the second half you can see some tired legs there tonight. So we're not giving their midfield a break. Johnny, that's the bottom line. We're sitting with Robbie and Shane McCure tonight. We're not giving the midfield a break, and ultimately that's where you're flogging Gary again, and Ben Wiley's played all the 90 minutes as well. So them guys need freshness about them as well, and a recovery. So yeah, the sooner we get Robbie and Shea back, the better.
We brought in Rhys Annette during the week there on loan from Linfield, but I take it now, still a couple of weeks of the transfer window left. You're talking about that midfield area. I suspect that you're still looking if something comes up that you can do before the window closes.
Well, again, we're short at the, it's like any football manager, Johnny. You always want an extra body. But the bottom line is, if we're sitting with everybody available, you've got Shea, Gary, Robbie, and Benji, and Eamon. So the problem we have is with two midfielders injured at the same time, which doesn't really happen that often. But unfortunately, the Robbie and the Shea one's not given a chance for Gary and Ben and to get a bit of freshness about them after a quick turnaround. So that'll be the case on Friday night, I would imagine, as well. So, but it is what it is. But yes, we're delighted to get Rhys in. I think he showed a few lovely wee glimpses tonight, but ultimately, the goals kill games, and we certainly, performance in the second half was really, really disappointing, Johnny.
No problem. Thank you.
Thank you, mate.